got shot callers, we got activists, we got politicians, we got lawyers for you. But don't knock us for being great, delineate. And now we're singing, hey, it's all about the lineage, baby. 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 Can't nobody take our pride. Can't nobody hold us down, no. We gotta keep on moving. They keep on moving the goalposts. Oh no, no. Broken alliance everywhere. Arrows in every spirit. Let's be very clear. We ain't letting up. We ain't getting up. It's our throne. We built it. It's our home. Take your shoes off. It's all about the lineage, baby. Oh no, it's all about the lineage, baby. It's all about the lineage, baby. Oh no, it's all about the lineage, baby. Now what y'all wanna be? FBA, ADOF, free men indigenous. We got shot callers, we got activists, we got politicians, we got lawyers for you. But don't knock us for being great, delete it. Now we're seeing, hey, yeah. Can't nobody take a pride. Can't nobody hold us down, no. We gotta keep on moving. We keep on moving the goalposts. Oh no. Broken alliance everywhere. Broken arrows in every spear. Let's be very clear. We ain't letting up. We ain't getting up. It's our throne. We built it. It's our home. Take your shoes off. It's all about the lineage, baby. Oh no. It's all about the lineage, baby. Yeah. It's all about the lineage, baby. Oh no. It's all about the lineage, baby.
Hey, Grand Rising family. Peace to Sleek Bay, the super chat early in the morning. This Grand Rising. $49.99. I think I seen. Thank you. Peace to the family. B1. Where's my ID change? Yeah. YouTube. I don't know what they on right now, but YouTube changed everybody handle. Like mine don't even say FBA News and Updates. It says Ron FBA. Like, I'm so glad I took my handle serious. I didn't like just put any numbers. But yeah, YouTube is wilding with that. Yeah, peace to the family, peace to the chat. Let's get some TikTok clowns. So I watched this right here. It says tether disrespect FBA's lineage. Let's see. So this is somebody channel who's extracting from I guess Tariq TikTok lives, and they're naming it different things. So if I play the same tether troll, it's because somebody just renamed it. It's the same audio. So just let me know. Like, hey, that was already played, whatever.
It's though. Why would you disrespect our lineage, calling our lineage a cult?
Oh no, some of them hurt the argument, the point of argument. That's what I'm saying. You can't dispute something and you bring confusion, and it's chaotic. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
now,
but
yeah, that was just Jamaica's a slave.
No. Hear me out. Now, are you the founder, Tariq?
Take them in there and rape them.
How the hell am I? I'm not a founder of a lineage.
Yeah, break them down.
You're not the founder. You're not the founder. Okay. No, but I'm saying.
Hold on,
sir.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
and you know that. You know I'm not the founder of a lineage.
That's the word on the street, man. Oh, Tariq
No, it's
Nasheed
not.
is the head of. I
No,
promise you,
no.
brother. That's
That only
you got a
Tethers,
following out here. You don't even know mass following.
only lying Tethers say that. There's not one foundational Black American who says I'm their leader or their founder. Not one. Only lying Tethers say that.
They say you came up with that. You the face of that. I'm trying to tell you, man. I ain't gotta lie. We on the internet. Come on now.
Yeah, you are lying, sir, because you know that what you're saying is not true.
They say you the face of it. They say not now.
Your fellow Tethers, sir, who are pathological liars.
I'm not blaming some of their rhetorics on you, right? Some of the misunderstanding or miseducated.
Sir, your fellow Tethers say that. That's why we delineate from you guys.
Oh my, okay,
Fellow Tethers. That's Tether talk.
And
Nobody
even that
says
terminology, tether. You
Yeah, dudes are all over the place. Peace to Lady Sekhmet, $10 super chat. I think it's a super sticker. I appreciate you. Grand Rising. It's Friday, man. It's Friday. I know y'all happy. Some of y'all very elated. I am happy it's Friday, man. So let's make the Friday the best that we can make it. Let nobody take your pride. Let nobody hold you down. Hey, yo, if y'all understood how tunnel vision I am, yeah, it's really hard to shake me out of like where I'm headed, like where I want to go in life. Like it's really hard to like get me off track. Like so all like the noise, whatever, I entertain it for a second, but I like shove that off and just keep going. So I advise that the same with all y'all. Like don't let somebody rattle you off where you're trying to get to, whatever it is. So the weather out here is horrible for Halloween. If y'all got little ones, if y'all, do this whole celebration thing, hopefully your weather is better.
came up with that, right?
So I think I could say, isn't it the 31st? Happy Halloween.
No, that was from the movie.
I'm American. It's an American holiday. Happy Halloween.
The movie Us.
But I'm saying you weaponized it, all of that. Like if you're the face of it, I'm trying to see who's the face of it.
Well, you see how the 4 T's. I talked about this before, how the Tethers do the 4 T's. He did all 4 T's. Now, I'm the face of anything. The lineage is the lineage.
Okay.
The lineage is the lineage. So y'all have this thing where you guys try to control the narrative and y'all try to remix and try to tell us who we are. Y'all come in like colonizers and that don't work. Y'all not
exactly.
And let me say that was the right reason to add a trademark to the name temporarily, because of that. You see how the trademark protected, like the trademark explains pretty much things, and the website this explains things where it's supposed to be, where it should not go. So you see how you trying to make Tariq Nasheed the face, and they trying to make it a cult movement. That's not what the trademark says. The trademark explains very deeply and specifically like what's going on. And that's why you must trademark things early that you think is going to pop off and be a national jargon, like a national talking point, a national thing. You trademark it early. And once you could lose trademarks though. Once people start to use things, on a regular basis, your trademark is normally lost. So it's not a permanent thing. It's a way to protect something small and let it grow large, and then trademark usually expires or whatever language. But the trademark is not forever. Once it blows up, it's a wrap.
Example.
He makes who we are.
Especially like a name of a people. Like, nah, that's gone. Once that thing catch fire, it's gone.
All right, y'all not going to do that. We're not going to be
Omar Johnson is.
Yeah, you can't colonize them.
Right? Pan-Africanism, Omar Johnson. Right?
What does that mean?
The face of Pan-Africanism is Omar Johnson, right?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay, come on now.
No,
he talks about it publicly.
But he's not the face of Pan-African. He just talks about it.
Modern time, yes, he is. He's a pro.
Okay, well, how come nothing is popping over there in Africa?
Conversation.
Then how come nothing is popping over there in Africa with him?
He even became a citizen of Ghana, something like that. Man,
yeah, this is stupid tether. Yeah, I've never seen Umar as the face of Pan-Africanism. I see him as the loudest, the most. He's doing the most. You feel me? Like in the negative way with Pan-Africanism. But I never seen him as the face, because a lot of Pan-Africanists don't rock with him. They look at him as a scammer, just doing the most. Some see him as a faker. Some see him as a cosplaying Pan-Africanist.
came right back and came right back and came directly back. So what's popping over there? What's Pan-African going on over there?
I'm hoping to have a sincere conversation with you because I have respect for you.
Don't filibuster. What Pan-Africanism is going on right now? You tell me.
Why are you being defensive? Come on now. I expect better.
Because you're low-key trolling because you're not answering.
Right. He came up with the term foundational Black American, just like Melvin Charles came up with the term. There you go. Okay. So let me guess. If Tariq Nasheed is the leader of the lineage because he came up with a term and in the 2017-18, then Melvin Charles was our leader back in 1967 when he came up with the term Black American Heritage Flag, and he did it for the lineage. Like, he didn't do it for America. Like, if anybody melanated or POAD, polled persons of African descent, he did it just for specifically the people of the lineage, right? So if Tariq Nasheed is the leader today, then Melvin Charles was the leader of yesterday, right? And then Jesse Jackson was the leader in the 1990s. Right? It's a stupid argument. And anybody want the link, any Tether or DOC. DOC is the term for the sellouts of the lineage. DOC stands for domestic off-code coon. So any DOC, any Tether, any white supremacists that want to talk about that, they could just ask for the link.
The question, what's Pan-African going on right now?
You asked Omar that. He's your posse. He's your brother. What are you talking about?
I'm asking you.
I'm saying as today, he's the modern Moses of that. And you the modern Moses of
and you're the Moses of Musty. But that doesn't have anything to do with our lineage, sir.
I thought
that has nothing to do with our lineage.
Be a little more intellect, bro.
I'm not the face of it. No, sir, sir, you're trolling low key. Hold on, let me get my brother Dan up here. I got my good brother Dan. Dan, hop on in, sir.
Yo, what's poppin', Flex?
I'm good, Dan. We got Hassan.
I was ready. I wanted my page to be bigger than that because I need the following, but I'll do it right now. That's okay. Hopefully I build my panel.
So wait, so are you with a straight face saying that anybody who holds a conversation about something is the leader of that conversation?
When it comes to this new movement going on, I'm telling you the word of the street. I guess he didn't know. They reference him. They reference him, and he's the face. He's the terminologies and everything. And he's a public figure.
Is Bob Marley the leader of the?
Let me finish.
Is Bob Marley the leader of?
I'm disappointed he's not taking credit because he's Tariq Nasheed. Like, bro, be a man. Be like, I talk. Well, I'm surprised he's backing from it. I don't. But go ahead.
From you lying? I'm not the leader of shit. I'm not the face of anything. That's
just like Omar ain't the Pan-African guru.
He's not the leader because he's literally giving information.
I accept it. I can't force the man. I can't to drink water.
Would you say, hold on. Would you say he's a leader of Pan-Africanism?
That's right. That's his right hand brother, Omar Johnson. That's his right hand brother.
I'm saying, would you say he's a leader of Pan-Africanism?
He converted.
No, he was never the leader of anything. He dropped a documentary about Black history. That's it.
I'm saying
people learn. He taught people about Black history that they did not know.
Okay.
And guess what? That documentary featured your homeboy Umar Johnson. So he was in the documentary. So you don't call him the leader, do you?
I just said the modern Moses for Pan-African is Omar. What are you talking about? I'm giving
credit. No. You're missing the point. Just because somebody gave you information you did not know does not mean that person's your leader. Is your high school principal still your leader?
If you have multiple followers who's reverencing them and referring to him, what do you call that?
Listen, I can explain this to you, but I can't understand it for you. You do understand. Just because a person, he's a researcher.
Yeah, so for me, it's a little more easier than that. You feel me, to explain. First of all, you cannot be a leader of a lineage. And I'll say, give me an example of somebody else being a leader of a lineage. That's one. Two, to be a leader, you got to proclaim that yourself, the leader, and the people got to call you a leader. I never knew a leader that the leader said he's not the leader and the people said that's not my leader and he's still the leader. You dig? Like, where they do that at? So Tether, like that's clearly a Tether narrative The people saying we don't have a leader, the leader saying I'm not the leader, and everybody is saying the code is the leader. If anything, the people are the leader. Everybody that's of the lineage is our own leader.
Researcher, he did research. He found out some information. He gave it to people.
We
That does
moved
not
on
make
from
him a
that.
leader.
I got it. We passed that. But I'm saying if he have a multitude who follows him, who nominates him, what do you call that?
You have a multitude of people who follow the rock around. That doesn't mean they're a leader in life, does it?
Who follows the rhetoric and the
It's not a
What's
rhetoric.
the
It's
rhetoric?
actually
What's the
truth.
rhetoric? Lineage is not a rhetoric. What's the rhetoric?
Yeah, it's truth. You can't
the
call
rhetoric,
truth
the
rhetoric.
tether rhetoric,
That's from a movie.
come on, man, the whole message entirely.
What's the
No.
message? There ain't no message. It's a lineage.
But listen, I didn't
What's the message?
disrespect. I accept. You say you're not the leader. That's
No,
good
get
to
to
know.
the message you were talking
What's
about.
the
when I
message?
fight-
Okay, stop trolling. What's the message? What's the message?
I'm gonna
You
tell
said
him,
there's a
hey, your
message.
leader didn't claim you. He's not your leader. I'm gonna go back to their ass. I'm gonna tell him, keep their name out your mouth.
What's the
one's
message?
saying
I got
he's the
you.
leader.
Look, this filthy dog ain't come to no group of people that seriously of the lineage, and they sat there and said, Tariq Nasheed's our leader. Like, the dude just lying. You know, filthy Tethers, that's all they can do is lie.
I
What's the
got
message,
you. I
though? Go
respect
back to the
it.
message part. What's up with the message situation? Because you said message. So what's the message that you learning from foundational Black Americans?
Well, the message they're spewing is that they the only black. Like I said, they're not even on the same page.
You do realize the term foundational Black American comes from the people who founded this country, has literally referred to us as the foundation. As a matter of fact, they
guess
call,
what?
listen, they literally call slavery America's original sin. They built this nation's wealth. I.e., we call ourselves foundational Black Americans. That's literally descriptive. Everybody knows that around the world. I don't understand what the issue is.
Beautiful, right? But when I tell them all that happened from your ass being fresh off the boat, they're like, "Oh no, nah, that's not true."
It's not. Listen. There's around 50 million foundational Black Americans. Just because you found some people who didn't want to hear what you had to say is not a representative of everybody.
They
We're literally
dismissing
having the
our
conversation right now.
trade, my brother. They dismissing their ancestors. They
What
really
does that have to do with you calling this man a leader?
They said it didn't come from the of God. We moved from that. I'm telling you.
Talk to them about what they're talking about. You like
But
on a
that's
whole
what
other
I'm
line.
saying. But that's what I'm saying. That's dangerous when you have a cult
No, it's
attaching
not.
themselves.
It's not a cult. It's a
Let me
lineage. What are you
finish.
talking about?
Attaching themselves to a message you bring into the
No,
people. And
the
you
code
have,
is in your
you have-
imagination. See, no, because
you
Yeah. So basically, this Tether's trying to have us speak to a cult. Yo, well, we didn't speak to a cult 10 years ago. We didn't speak to a cult 20 years ago, 3 years ago. So if there's a cult emerging from our lineage, well, we got to speak to it now because we're delineating. So we're delineating. We got to now address things that's no life code. Like, that's what the Tether doesn't get. Hey, life goes on. We're delineating and life goes on. We're self-identifying, life goes on, and we're on code. And life still goes on. People got to still go to work. Kids got to go to school. Life goes on, bro. We're not going to now try to stop cults and things like that. No, life goes on still.
have no.
because
You gonna let me finish?
No, because you keep talking about a cult that you made up, and you're upset that the cult ain't doing what you want the cult to do.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
You're
you're
not responsible for your delusion.
Y'all know you ran
You're
into
upset.
the,
You're upset that this cult that you made up ain't doing what you want the cult to do.
you ain't ran into your followers saying they're not African at all and they didn't come from the Atlantic
I
slave
don't
trade.
have
You ain't ran
followers.
into
I
them
have
at all.
listeners. I don't have followers.
Yeah.
People don't follow me. They follow their lineage.
You
I
ain't
have
ran to them
followers.
saying they
You're
didn't
my,
come
you're
from
my
the Atlantic
follower.
slave trade.
Are you my follower?
Not at all. That's why I
Yes,
came
you
to the
are.
head myself.
According to your logic, you are because you're listening
That's
to me right now.
that's
And yeah, I said that. I said that the real followers, I said this first. I said Tariq is a leader. He's a leader of the Tethers, right? Not that he want to be, is that they made him their leader. They appointed him as the leader. It's Tethers and Docs. They got his name in their mouth more than anybody name they ever had in their mouth ever before. Pause. So yeah, he's a leader to Docs and Tethers and white supremacists. Right. Again, he didn't appoint himself, but they chose him. Like, they are obsessed with this man. It's crazy.
why I came to the head, and the head saying no, I don't know them. So
Okay,
I
but
accept you.
then how come you're not a follower?
Because your message that have nothing to do benefits me.
But
Now, I
you're
can
here
hear
listening though. So
I can hear
according to your
for
logic,
clarity.
anybody who comes into my spaces is a follower. That would include
Not
you.
really for
Then
clarity.
what are you talking about then? Then outside of listening to me online, what followers are you talking about? I don't have a church or anything. Nobody has to do what I say.
Do you acknowledge the Atlantic slave trade?
Yeah, I do. Of course I do.
Okay, well, my strongest apology, my brother. You got a whole lot of multitude dismissing that and then claiming they.
So you see what happens here. I hate when they do that. They go debate people who believe a certain thing, and then come to another person to speak to what he doesn't believe in. It's like, yo, no, go back to those spaces. It looked like he was getting cooked. It looked like he was in those spaces and he got cooked by those people, and he's trying to run and get an argument for Tariq Nasheed to get to go back and argue from that perspective, like trying to cause division. Well, Tariq said this. He got cooked and he can't hold the L, so he's coming over here to get some answers, to go back to them.
I don't have anything. Then they can dismiss because we're not a group. So we're not going to agree on everything. All we do is agree on one thing, lineage. That's it. We all agree on lineage. Everything else is subjective. The only thing we are 100% sure about is our lineage. That is not up for debate. That is not up for ideology. That is not up for speculation. That is not up for anything. Lineage is rock solid. Now, if people believe some other stuff, that's okay. As long as we understand the lineage is foundational. That ain't got nothing to do with a cult. You can't quit or join your lineage. Can you quit being a Jamaican?
I mean, that's what I was telling them. Like, how yeah, not at all. So, but let me say this,
how can
right?
we quit being a foundational Black American?
So, but you're right. You make a lot of sense, and this is what I got to say, right? The fact that you like I'm for knowledge and clarity, and the fact that you agree with the Atlantic slave trade, I respect that, and that's what there's a lot of confusion. That's why I sought you out. Okay, so you saying different things. So I accept it, I receive it, and I'm telling you, there's false rhetorics out here, and they dismissing shit that's concrete. And you say you ain't got nothing to do with them. You say you ain't got nothing to do with them. I accept it.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's not going to agree on different things, but we do agree on our lineage. That's something that's rock solid. That's something that's documented. Our lineage, we as foundational Black Americans, we don't come from immigrant backgrounds. Everything else is subjective. You can argue all day. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that stuff. Like when y'all say, well, somebody said this, that, no, I ain't got shit to do with that. Did that change my lineage or theirs? No. Right?
Right. Well, as long as you accept the Atlantic slave trade, that you were a slave and you fresh off the boat, I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah, and there were some Aboriginal people here too that mixed in, just like in Jamaica. There were some Aboriginal people who mixed in with the folks off the boat. So I've never denied that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you for your time. Honestly, I wasn't trying to troll. I was seeking for clarity.
Okay, you were, but it's okay. We got you right. It's all good. Yeah, he tried to do the 4 T's and it didn't work. He tried to tether it up, and we got some straightening. All right. No, it didn't work. We got some straightening. He tried to lie, and we got. Thank you, Dan.
I think it was Kyson that famously said that Black Americans have no culture. That's what's a recent kind of soundbite. I disagree with that. I definitely understand that there's a Black American culture that's been transported. I know, I can see it. I've watched enough TV and film and read books to know there's a core tradition, from jumping the broom to the way that you guys do things.
Yeah, we don't need people of African descent from other places to confirm we have culture. We don't need your approval. You dig? Like, so don't speak to us. You go speak to the Tethers who say we don't have culture. You go speak to the Kai Sanat audiences. Don't come to us saying, oh, we got your back. You do have culture. We don't need your verification. Like, we know we got culture. As a matter of fact, we are the culture.
Thanksgiving, to Kwanzaa, to all the things that, though they have other, as Nana was saying, identifiable influences from outside, from the diaspora, there's a core way of doing things that
Yeah, I ain't gonna cap. The lady at the bottom look crazy, yo. She looked like a dark skinned white woman. Like really, if there was ever a such thing as a dark skinned white woman, that's the lady at the bottom. Like I have no idea what her issue is, but she needs therapy, yo.
know is specifically Black American, and that has evolved from all the amalgamation of what you guys have experienced and deemed in culture. And yes, there are things that we as Black people around the world, because the marketing and the
That part right there. She tried to slip it in. She said, "We as Black people around the world." There is no we when it comes to Black people and her talking. There's an us. There's an I. Okay. We are the only Black people. Everybody else is who they say they are. Okay. You're not Black. You're not tethering on. And that's why I don't like when the United States use only the United States family. So don't let these folks lie to you. The United States use Black as a race to group up everybody from African descent. Okay. As a race, not as an ethnicity or ethnonym. So when they use Black, they kind of sometimes blur the line, right? They kind of use it as self-identification, like they're like us, and then they kind of use it as a scapegoat. If you call them out, they kind of use it as a race too. Like, no, I mean, people of African descent. Only America use it like that. That I'm aware of. I know the African Union do not use Black. They use POAD. People of African descent, and we want them to use that. As a matter of fact, we're going to use that. We're not going to use Black as a race at all. Black is our ethnic label. It's who we are. Just like a Mexican is Mexican, we're Black. Just like a Zimbabwean is Zimbabwean, we're Black. You dig? And this guy over here is Irish, we're Black. So there's no Irish race. There's an Irish lineage. There's no Zimbabwean race. There's a Zimbabwean lineage. We're Black. There's a Black lineage, and we're not allowing people to use Black as a race no more, because that's the way to tether themselves and blur the line and cause confusion. You're not Black. You know, you might be a person of African descent, like some of us are, but that's it. Okay, we're Black, and some of us are a person of African descent. You're West African, and you're a person of African descent, but that's it. But you're not Black, and I'm not West African.
From all the amalgamation of what you guys have experienced and deemed in culture. And yes, there are things that we as Black people around the world, because the marketing and the visibility of Black American and first of all American, because it's not
okay. So this is a disrespect right here, family, and you'll hear them say this a lot. So you'll hear a lot of African, and she's African. They're all African. They're West African. I think they're all from Ghana, but they'll tell you, family, that's a disrespect. They're trying to act like our wave, our ability to be lit, our influence is only because America advertised it as such. Like we didn't force it on people. Like we didn't, our culture wasn't so lit that it was forced on people. They want to say, no, America just was louder with advertising it. Because right now they're in Britain, right? Living it up out there. They tethered over there. And well, UK didn't market our culture as loud as America marketed Black American culture, and Haiti didn't market, and the Caribbean didn't market, and Africa didn't market their culture. So Black culture, Black American, well, we're the only Black people, but Black American culture is only lit because America advertises so loudly. So that, hey family, this is what they're saying now. This is how they justify why they and every other person of descent, African descent, want to look like us and cosplay us. They're trying to chalk it up to, no, it's just the way America, white America gets the credit for how lit we are. Like these are some, I'm telling you, we can't do anything with these people, man. They make up shit, hateful troll stuff, Russian troll stuff to undermine and sabotage who we are and what we're doing. Listen to this fool again.
Yes, there are things that we as Black people around the world, because the marketing and the visibility of Black American and first of all American, because it's not this is focused on Black Americans, but
but the way they push it out, they make it seem like it's just American, and a lot of the stuff is from our neighborhoods, from our culture, but they don't. When they're
look at that black white lady
selling it, when they're selling this thing, they often don't put the source of where they got it from.
We We as Black people can discern that. I think we.
Yeah, no. You as an African can discern something, but you're not Black, and they keep trying to tether themselves to this blackness. That's out, man. That's out. That's out. We're repoing Black.
You know, because there's white culture and white American culture, which even white UK people are like, America is the Mecca for a lot of us. It's been sold to all of us. That's why you have.
America, the Mecca to all of us. It's been sold to all of us. No, you guys had things going. America had their own thing going, and you guys were respectfully doing your own thing, different than America. It wasn't until we got involved into what America had going on, and we made all those things finally lit. So sports, music, cooking, all those things America had going on that your country had no interest in, because you had your own thing going on. Once we got involved in those things, that's when America got lit. So no, again, they're trying to act like, oh no, this is
white culture and white American culture, which even white UK people are like, America is the Mecca for a lot of us. It's been
America, like it's white America is the reason why anybody know who Black people are. They stop it. America didn't stop. The civil rights movement was all us. You did. That was all. America was trying to hide that from the world. We made that lit, and then other countries started to make stories like Russia and like places in Africa. Like they started to promote our civil rights march, our movement. America didn't do that. America tried to hide it. It was other countries that was promoting our march. So it just lies.
To all of us. That's why we have our actors, our business people will go to America. That's the land of opportunity, the land of the free, whatever the case. That has been sold to all of us.
So that has been sold to us. You the language, but then at the same time call themselves Black. Like, yo, you're not Black, and you're not welcome to nothing we got going on. Like, you guys are the ops.
People, we know the brainwash that white folks do. We hone in on what relates to us. So Black American culture being the loudest, the proudest, the most visible in the way.
The loudest. You hear this? The loudest, the most visible. And look, it's back to the way it's being marketed. So our culture is only the most influential because America is marketing it. Yo, this fucking dog.
It is. Black people, we know the brainwash that white folks do. We hone in on what relates to us. So Black American culture being the loudest, the proudest, the most visible in the way that we market it, that's what we align with, because that's what gets fed back to us. So when we didn't have British Black stuff on TV or British Black books to consume in the way that I could go and get a Black book about America, that's my way of at least having something that speaks to me.
So you hear that? So our culture was forced on them. It was being marketed somehow, and that's why they're cosplaying as Foundation Black Americans, and that's why they're calling themselves Black, because it was forced on them. It was marketed. It was advertised. Yeah, these are some filthy dogs.
And what I relate to. So that's what. So we hone in. And understand.
Right. Isn't quite what I'm talking about. I'm talking about. I'm referring to specifically. Deja made a point of. We created this culture.
Yeah.
All right. So let me just prove how they're not Black, okay, and what they are. When we say we're Black, it's identical as somebody saying they're Russian, Irish. That's it. Like, there's no replacement. There's no nickname. That's just who we are. For them, it's a nickname. Check this out.
Black.
Right. Check this out.
We're always open to the conversation, because one thing, being Black Brits, and we're both of Ghanaian West African heritage.
You heard that? Being Black Brits, and we're both from Ghana, West African heritage. You see? Well, how you that too? How are you Black in that? We're just Black. We're nothing else. Just like a Russian is Russian, nothing else. The Mexican is Mexican, nothing else. We're just Black. How are you Black and Ghana, Ghanaian, whatever, and from West Africa? Look at this trash. So Black is their nickname, placement holder, where they could take it and throw it away and put it back on. No.
We're always open to the conversation, because one thing, being Black Brits, and we're both of Ghanaian West African heritage, but we're British born Africans.
You hear that? British born Africans. That's not us. All right. We're not American born Africans. You see? So you're not black. You're just African, and you're just born in British. You just said it. You're not black.
I've been to America multiple times.
Yes.
We're about the unification of blackness because the struggle is the same, different ways, different entry points that we have.
And yeah, that's another thing Tethers do. Tethers act like they are going to bring the diaspora together. Like, what? How are you going to bring the diaspora together when you couldn't bring yourselves together with the West Indian Federation or the Pan-African liberation movements back in the 1950s, 1960s? Like, you couldn't bring yourself together, but you're going to somehow bring the diaspora and the motherland together. Family, we done it multiple times, brought ourselves together, and we're doing it now with the on code. Like, we're on code. We have shown how to bring yourself together over and over and over. They have never done it. They have failed and never tried again, actually.
Within the video is what you say, we created this culture, but we are being excluded from it.
Yes.
And that's, to me, everything else you're saying, yes, it holds true. I can understand your viewpoint on it, but I am more countering that culture was also being created at the same time, very similarly around the diaspora, and we wasn't just co-opting Black American culture. That's the thing, specific.
Yes, you were. See, family, you nice see the angle. So they're talking about the Black Essence Fest, and they're talking about Black American culture. So now they're trying to justify, no, your culture's only lit because white people promoted it more. White Americans promote your culture more. Had the UK government promoted our culture more, we would be just as lit or more lit. So there's nothing special about you guys. We're only co-opting because it's being forced on us. This is their argument. They're saying they only get embracing Black American culture because it's being forced on them by, who knows, the devil. I don't know.
Where you have the youth culture movement in the UK and Black influences from the Caribbean and African actually making what we now call Black British culture.
Okay, so she can say black all they want, and you know, my PDF goes into capital B, lowercase b. When they say black, don't be too offended because they're kind of using it as a lowercase b adjective descriptor, and that's still disrespectful. But because there's no need to use that. You just said you're West African. You're from Ghana, so you don't need a descriptor. Like, people automatically understand how a person from Ghana looks. When you're Jamaican, you don't got to say you're Black Jamaican. We already kind of got an idea how a Jamaican looks. When you say America or American, you don't have an idea because you have white Americans, you have Foundation Black Americans. So you have to pretty much clarify who you're speaking to when you say American or who you're speaking about, because there's two lineages here, and it could be either or. You got the white lineage, a bunch of Europeans, or from different backgrounds, or you have FBAs. But their whole argument is to undermine.
Has elements of American, but it's not the same. And also it was happening at the same time that you see it in Jamaica, you see it in Uganda, you see that there's lots of different ways that aren't necessarily Black American. So when we are participating in a space that lots of people have been fighting for it to be inclusive.
They're talking about, see, a lot of people. So everybody's fighting. She's I think they're talking about the Essence Fest, but just listen to their language. Listen how hateful their language is. They don't want to give us our flowers. They want to say, no, everybody's fighting. But they get nothing done over there in UK. Nothing. Nobody even know what a Black Brit is.
Not just Black Americans. We also had a whole anti-colonialist movement going on throughout Africa. It all happens at the same time.
Another word to check out, family: anti-colonialists. We don't know anything about colonizers. We've never been colonized. That's their thing. Okay, that's their thing. They promote, and they try to act like we have some type of experience with a colonizer. We've never been colonized. We had slave masters, and they keep trying to pin that colonizer garbage on us.
But it feels like these talking points aren't allowed to be carried through because it feels like we should bow down to Black Americans. And it's like, how we're doing movements too. And it's like, that can't be said, or we're being disrespectful.
Do your movements. Nobody give a damn. Look, See, nobody even know about your movements. You got to come on our spaces to tell us you're doing movements too. Go do your movements. Go be successful. Go be great. We don't give a damn. We're not YouTubing your movements. We don't care. We're not joining. We're not buying a button. We're not go be great and let us. You know what I mean? We'll find out if your movement was successful. Like history is going to record it. So the fact that you got to tell us you're doing movements too lets us know you're not doing movements. Nothing worth giving 1 second to.
Respectful. That's how it kind of feels, where
you know
we
what?
can't have a symbiotic conversation with each other. Where I am a Pan-Africanist, so I actually do want our unification.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm a Pan-African. Well, yeah, listen, y'all Tethers got no choice but to be Pan-Africanists. And Pan-Africanism is a nothing burger. It's a garbage burger. There's nothing more divisive than being a Pan-African.
Without shitting on what you're saying, but also think of the other side of people were creating culture as well and do want to participate in this global space that was dominated by Black Americans at one time. And what I feel like is being rebelled against is the space being shared. Top line of it all.
Honestly, I think that the culture of Black Americans have always been pretty inviting. I do, because I feel that if it wasn't a lot of people, if we were really tribalistic and just like, no, this is ours, and really behaved in a way that was exclusionary, I do not think people would feel welcome here and even wanting to call themselves Black. I know that Black is a term that is now used worldwide.
And it
And I
shouldn't
do
be.
think it was heavily inspired by the West because of how
Look,
it
look,
adapted.
look, look. Heavily inspired by the West, Black. What do you like? What's the West? So, hey, family, they're trying to race us out of history in our face. It was inspired by the West. The West? The West didn't inspire Black. Black Americans. The West. Like that's who gets the credit, family, for making Black an ethnonym, a positive ethnonym. It was the West. Like we got some kumbaya with the Western world people.
They adopted it here and through media and through civil rights things and things of that nature in America, and it trickled down, and then now we have global Blackness. I know we use that term
No such thing as global Blackness.
a lot, but I don't think that if the culture was as exclusionary and just this is our turf type of situation, I really don't think that Caribbeans or Africans would come here in the way that they do and even want to adopt that because it would be so foreign. But the fact that it's not like that, and Black people don't behave that way, and you are invited. And in the video, what I'm saying and what other people are saying.
Anyway, family, this is why when I did this PDF, and I'm still finishing it, the finer touches about who's Black and who's not, and what is Black and what is not Black. I think this was the perfect time to do it, family, because you see that they're using Black more than us. Like, well, Black people nationally and internationally, Black people. No, that's out. That's out. There's no Black people internationally. There's only Black people nationally in America that's tied to a specific lineage. If you're not tied to that lineage, you're not Black. See, black, now they're making up what Black is, right? But Black is the name of a lineage. That's why I told goofy people like Revenue, Black is the name of a lineage. So you cannot be Black. It's the name of a lineage. All right? It's just that simple. So there's no Blackness and Black this and Black all over the world. No, there's only one lineage. Our lineage is not all over the world. It's over here in America. Our ethnogenesis didn't happen all over the world. It happened in America. And the name of that ethnogenesis is Black.
About Essence Fest, no one wants to. No, I'm not saying the Caribbeans and Africans can't attend. No, that you should. If you're trying to if you want to know about Black culture, about Louisiana, or what makes Essence Fest special, yes, you should go. You should go and enjoy it. These are things that I'm not here to gatekeep your experience of Black American culture. I'm saying that this thing that with essence and the way that we understand it and how it was created is Black culture, is Black American. I know that Susan Taylor, for example, she's Caribbean. No one had an issue with how Susan Taylor led, like how she like her role, her position of how she curated the content in the magazines, or just how it was curated at the events. I'm not hearing any pushback or any grievances towards Susan Taylor. I think Black Americans adore her. I've heard nothing but great things about her, and I've been learning about that appreciation through Black Americans, through people that was like, oh yeah, when she was here, we all know she's Caribbean, we accept her for that, but she kept the message intact. She actually did what people wanted, versus this new leadership where it's completely different. So it's not about excluding anybody from enjoying Black American culture. It's not saying that Caribbeans and Africans did not contribute in some way, but at its core, we do have our thing that we do. There are certain things that I can say that only Black Americans will understand. I'm talking to you in a I would say more cleaned up way, but if I'm a little relaxed, you're probably not gonna understand what I'm saying. Like there's certain things I'll say that you just wouldn't know unless you are either from this region, or you're from Texas, or from Chicago. It's just,
I think that's similar to, like, if we were talking, probably you dropping our slanguistics from the UK. I think that's standard understanding, and I guess it's back to then with keeping it on Essence Fest, or what was lost at Essence Fest, because
the African infiltration.
Yeah, the corporatization of it, we understand. Like, I think.
So I was sharing this video so so we can get like an understanding, because they're from British, and like normally we hear Tethers from like Jamaica or Haiti or Africa. We really don't hear too much, or at least not over here. We don't hear too many of them from Britain, like Africans from Britain that want to call themselves Black. And no, you're not Black. You're not Black. We are definitely gatekeeping that word. You call yourself a Black Brit, that's fine, but all of them understand that they are from an African country, all right, an African tribe. That's what they do know. They can call themselves what they want to call themselves, but they know, like as they said they're Ghanaian. You feel me? So like they know, they know that their Blackness is limited. If okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay. Oh no, I don't want that. Trying to find something else that they said that was interesting. But you see how interested they are in the whole Essence Fest when Africans took over it. Now, I don't recall those Africans that took over the Essence Fest being Black Brits, right? So why are Black Brits so interested? Because drop that Black Brit shit. All y'all African. And that's why they came to talk about and defend it and justify it. All right. What is this right here? Let me see if I got something. Babbling ass women.
Hurt me. I don't even have a daughter, but there is something. If I had a daughter, it would. So yes, I had to take a breather.
Thank you, Kevin, Mr. K. I think every time the Diaspora Wars come up, always play that Malcolm X clip I once shared with you. I hear you.
I know. It's like we kind of need the.
Now you hear these dogs every time Diaspora Wars come up. Something they made up. Play the Malcolm X clip where Malcolm X is like, "We're African, no matter where we are." Again, selective research. Okay, this is Malcolm X as a Pan-African, and frankly, we don't give a damn what he got to say. Malcolm X is part of the 1 out of 43, or his time, whatever the number was. He's 1 out of the so-called 22 million, whatever, 30 million at that time. Malcolm X says it doesn't mean it's true. It got to be true. That's the thing that they don't understand. We don't have a leader. We don't care if Malcolm X said it. We don't care if Johnny Cochran said it. It's either true or false. All right. So when Malcolm X joined or aligned himself with Pan-Africanism and started to say, we're just Africans in America. We're just where we go. No. That's garbage and that's a lie. But what about when he said we're not African? See, in the Nation of Islam, they don't teach that. So when he was a member of, so which Malcolm should we believe? So we believe we're Africans when he was a Pan-African, or should we believe that we're an Asiatic black man and we're not African when he's with the Nation of Islam? So y'all can play whatever clip you want. Which Malcolm is the real Malcolm is my question. And then secondly, he's not our leader, right? We're not African in no sense at all. Okay. We're going to play that Malcolm X clip when people say diaspora wars. Listen, ladies, y'all can play whatever clip you want. But if y'all come over here with that old, we're all Africans and we're all black. How are we both? How are we both all black? And first of all, black and African are not interchangeable at all. So how can we all be black and all be African?
That clip on deck, because it is the collective experience, and we need that more. It's not this.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, they call themselves Black Brit, but they also expose themselves because they said we're Black Brits, and then they clarify. They said we're from Ghana, West African, and they said we're Africans born in British, right? The British Britain. So they clarify Black Brit is just a West African Ghanaian person living in Britain. So that whole Black Brit, it doesn't hit. Like nobody believes that. It doesn't hit.
One should have it, and that one is taking it. It should be like, actually, let's move away from a scarcity mindset, because that's what they do. That's what they do to us. They literally have us pitting against each other, and it's like, please, when
okay. So here's the other thing. They got us pinned against each other. They who? The colonizers got us pinned. Like that's another thing. Like the disrespect, family, is too far gone to align ourselves up with. Let me hear me clear. I think Africa's done. I think the Caribbean got a chance. Haiti got a chance. I think Africa's done. I think we just got to dust our hand off. You know what I mean? Clean our hands with Africa. Africa. They are too far gone. Russia set up troll farms in Africa, in West Africa, in all places, not East, not North, not South, West Africa. They set up troll farms, and I'm telling you, man, like I'm off the Africa thing. Like Africans are done. We got a better chance sometime in the late future with the Caribbean, but Africa's done, man. Like these first of all, they sold us, right? And like there's no love lost. You see how they talking. There's no love lost. Like they should be apologizing like crazy. Oh my God, my ancestors sold you. Well, we want to make it good. Nope. None of that's there. They're entitled as hell. But the disrespect is crazy.
When's that going to end? Within my lifetime. Let's make that
yeah, I think the thing is, I really do understand, because it's something I've spoken about before, about when they hire something that visibly covers all boxes. They do that in films and TV a lot. Like they'll come and cast a black, LGBTQ, disabled, all the diversity in one bracket, and they'll make sure the person is dark skinned, and they don't care about what that means for fair representation in every facet. So what she was saying, I'm not in that space, and you can't take away from people's immediate experience of, if you're feeling like, actually, you know what, there's an element where they're actually employing or only working with dark-skinned people in order to tick their boxes. That's a problem. And if you're feeling that in the immediacy, I understand how that's a problem, because I would see it's the same thing when they're only hiring light skin. But for me, it's not the problem. It is if you're the individual that's not getting thing, you're not going to say, well, it's okay because there's not been representation. So for me to not get work, or my bag is being stopped and I can't move forward in my industry because the industry is being racist towards me or colorist towards me. It doesn't work anyway. It's just because it's been disproportionate to one particular group. But it shouldn't be to us. It shouldn't. No, but I'm saying in your immediate bubble of a world, that's what you can't change in your immediacy. If that's what's true to her and her immediacy, I'm not getting booked because of that. If that's what it is being put back to her, there's always a way. There's always a way. But in your immediacy, if that's, I can't argue with that. But the argument shouldn't be to Africans. It should be to talk out and speak out about the employers who are doing shit wrong. That's
the point I'm making is it is not true. It is exactly the same as a white person who has been job hunting and they are not being employed, and they're like, all the jobs are being taken by the immigrants. It is not true. It can be that within your space and what you're trying to attain, you're in the wrong pool. You are looking in the wrong place and you're blaming another set.
Yeah, they're just trying to justify tethering and cosplaying. Stop it. Hold on. Yeah, they're just justifying cosplaying and all that stuff. Stop it.
They can't. It's only for Black American. What is a Black American look? There isn't one, because you're getting into like, what does Black American look? But I didn't want to start a new conversation. We can have her back and have that conversation. Hold on, Maya. Thank you, Maya. Thank you for joining.
He said there's no Black American look. Yeah, they are delusional.
Have you subscribed to the Black History?
Chantel's business, yeah? There's a few of these comments. Never talked like that before. I believe she hasn't interacted with Chicago. And they are Nigerian, so I thought Texas had like a melting pool, but I don't know, because in the same way, going to New York and going through neighborhoods.
Yeah, they kick Blondie off. They're like, all right, Blondie, you got to come back, man. You off cold.
I never knew
Undermine.
how segregated America could be until we were in there, and that was in New York. So that's when she said it. I've got to take it. If you said you ain't interacted, who am I to say whatever?
Maybe you have to say, because I think
I keep on hearing it as well. So it's like, okay, that could be a thing.
I was going to say also of a certain generation, because there's a new, maybe as someone saying that they're first generation African American, there's a new influx or a new generation that's growing.
Wait, what is African American? So they've been saying Black American the whole time, and now all of a sudden there's a first gen African American. Family, that's them knowing they're not us. Look, they just, when they came to us, people of the lineage, they consistently throughout the show called us Black Americans. And now they're talking about a foreigner, right? A person of African descent, foreigner, who's now first gen. They call that first gen foreigner African American. So to me, it seems like they know African American is a term for foreign people of African descent who are birthed here, who get citizenship here. Like, so they know that's what they want to call them, and they want to call us Black American for a distinction. She just referred to an African foreigner who's first gen here as African American.
And if you're someone saying that they're first generation African American, there's a new influx or a new
okay.
generation that's growing. And if you're born in maybe the 60s, 70s, 80s, where whatever generation she is, if she's similar to us, it might have been a shift. So maybe in Chicago when she was growing up, no. And then she said when she was older. So now, as there's a shift in immigration and maybe there's more, that's why she hasn't interacted as a young person. So those key moments, all you got is the flies on stomachs and mud hut narrative.
Yeah.
Like,
and newly formed immigrant communities generally do pull their resources together, and they do separate, and everybody does that. Not just Africans do it, everybody does that. So that wasn't surprising to me, and maybe this is a moment in time, but there are other people that are around the world that you can learn from as well. So
there's something here that I've missed. Is it just come through? Oh, here it is. Sasha. Thank you, Sasha P. Thank you. My head. I have to emphatically say that her thoughts do not represent how we feel in America. I had first, second, and third hand watching that. In my opinion, she has a lack of intellectual and world experience. I do think she hasn't traveled. That's why I'd love her to come to the UK. You need to travel. To have these opinions, you need to travel. Because I think the minute you travel, even if you can still be tribalistic and hold dear to your culture, but you start to understand why we are saying what we're saying. And I have to always lead with, we have been to America multiple times, and I have to lead with the way that Black American culture has been. We understand. You cannot tell me I don't understand. I've not lived it, but I understand it. Can't tell me nothing. I will never let any American tell me that I don't understand. So that's my ignorance comes in.
I feel like that's where I'm like.
She just said, these dogs. I'm not gonna let no. So basically, I'm not gonna let no Black American check me. This dog, like she's the Black American whisperer.
Not tell me I don't understand. I've not lived it multiple times, and I have to lead with the way that Black American culture has been. We understand.
Look. So they understand Black American culture as we do. Like the people who lived it, the people who are, it's in our blood. But she knows it as much as us.
Don't tell me I don't understand. I've not lived it, but I understand it. Can't tell me nothing.
Wait, how the hell you haven't lived it, but you understand it, and we can't tell you nothing? Yeah. Yo, these people are crazy, man. That's why I say I'm done with Africans. I'm done.
I will never let any American tell me that I don't understand. So that's my ignorance comes in.
I feel like
I'm not gonna let no American tell me I don't understand Black American culture. Call in. Let's set up a conversation. Pull up a chair. Call in. I'll send them Zoom link, and let's talk. And I guarantee you're not gonna know a lot about Black American culture. I guarantee you have no idea what the HLC is and how that applies to us. I bet you know nothing about general order. Come on. General orders, you know nothing about the Freedmen Bank. Yeah. Call in. Like she watches, read some Black History Month book, Carter G. Woodson, whatever, and now she an expert on our lineage.
That's where I'm like, they can say that, but as soon as they start talking, I do always lean to what Blue said, and it's like, who is being the white person in the room? Because there's just so much.
So it is who is being a white person in the room. You listen, we're not, and that's what we're trying to say loud and proud. Listen, you're an op to us. Well, I'm saying it loud and proud. You are an op to us. We don't see you no different than white people. We're not trying to get along with you. We're not trying to build an alliance. We're not trying to come together. You stay over there. We'll stay over here. I can't say that more clear than that. You stay over there. We stay over here. You get your stuff together. We are getting ours together. Stop trying to join hands with us. Stop trying to understand our culture. And we're no longer interested in trying to share our culture with you. We're trying to teach you or correct you about our culture. You stay over there. We stay over here. Real simple. You go be great. We're going to go be great. You don't stop us from being great, and we damn sure going to try to stop you. That's it. So ain't no conversation where who's being the white person in the room. I don't know what that means, but I do know that you guys are no friend to us. All right. And we ain't trying to make a friend with you. And that's just that. Hey, family. So that's where I'm at with these folks. But if you haven't already, let me give some inspirational music. Support the channel, family.
We have to start supporting ourselves.
Let me make sure you see it though.
We have to start supporting ourselves. We have to add value to our content and our voices.
Hey, haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support on your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my they done. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Haters gone, hate supporters done it. Support on your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really in my they done. Cash app, $sign on box rhyme. I'm really real one of them. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. I'm really real one. I'm really him, I'm really out here standing on 10. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. Haters gone, hate supporters donate. Haters gone, hate supporters donate. Support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him or they don't. Cash app, $ on by his rhyme. Haters gone, hate supporters donate. Haters gone, hate supporters donate. Support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him or they don't. Cash app, $ on by his rhyme. I'm really real one of them, I'm really him, I'm really always standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. I'm really real one of them, I'm really him, I'm really always standing on 10. Like and subscribe, thumbs up the video. Haters gone, hate supporters donate. Haters gone, hate supporters donate. Support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him or they don't. Cash app, $ on by his rhyme. Haters gone, hate supporters donate. Haters gone, hate supporters donate. Support me your own, don't support one of them clones. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him or they don't. Cash app, $ on by his rhyme. Please don't, please support, donate. I'm really one of them ones, I'm really him or they dumb. Cash app, $ on by his rhyme. Cash app, $ on by his rhyme. Cash app, $ on by his rhyme. I'm really real one of them ones that they dumb. Thumbs up, subscribe, cash app, $ on by his rhyme.